Let's start by opening up a new document that's about 800 by 500 pixels in size. Next, you want to open up a screenshot that you've taken of a website or a web page, or drag one into your new document. Once you've done that, resize it to about 340 pixels wide. The height can be anything you'd like. Next, we're going to create a little background texture. So, create a new layer in the Layers panel, and then in your tools, select the Rectangle tool. I'm using a gray, and with that, I'm going to draw a rectangle about halfway down the page. Now, right-click on the layer that you've just drawn and rasterize it. Next, we're going to add a layer mask onto the rasterized rectangle. Just click on this little rectangle with a circle in it, and then go onto your gradient tool, and about an inch down from the top of the gray rectangle, you're going to draw a line upwards towards the white part of the canvas. Hold down your Shift key to make sure that your gradient line is straight. Now we're going to create our reflection. Duplicate the screenshot by right-clicking on it and then clicking Duplicate. And then in the Edit drop-down, select Transform, and we're going to flip it vertically. Now let's move it down with the Move tool and our arrow key. You can hold Shift down on your keyboard to make it go down a little bit faster. And we'll move this to just about 1 pixel underneath the other screenshot. Now let's add another layer mask onto that reflection, and grabbing our gradient tool again with black and white selected, we're going to use the same technique that we did on the background. Next, we're going to work on making it look a little bit more three-dimensional. Let's start by creating a new layer that's just above the reflection layer. Then grab your elliptical tool and using solid black, just draw a very thin elliptical that goes just outside of the ends of the screenshot. Next, we're going to jump over to the filters and blur and a Gaussian blur. 2.2 pixel radius is just about right, so click on that, and then lower the opacity just a little bit, maybe about halfway. And now we're going to move it down a little bit. That's using our Move tool again and the arrow keys on our keyboard. To add a little perspective, we're going to grab the reflection layer, the screenshot layer, and the shadow that we just created with the elliptical tool. And then we're going to go to Edit, Transform, and Perspective. Now, holding down your Shift key, you want to grab the top left corner and just drag it up. I'm going to drag it up until about the top of the canvas, and then hit Enter. Then, keeping those layers selected, you're going to go to Transform one more time, and then click on Skew. Now, doing the same thing, hold down the Shift key, grab that left top corner, and drag it down a bit until it looks a bit more level and a bit more proportionate, and hit Enter. And there you go. It's a screenshot with a reflection and a nice 3D skewed effect with a shadow. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.